Ladies and gentlemen, today's shitty album review will be for the infamous Linkin Park's Minutes to Midnight. Linkin Park are a new metal band that formed just at the turn of the century. They received a record contract rather quickly, because they had no shame in putting their mouths on the cocks of mainstream America and mainstream record labels. Eating the beatings was their game. For the first half of the 2000s, they were receiving airplay up the ass harder than Mr. Hands. Being a part of the new metal scene, they delivered a rendition of metal alternative music that was much softer than pretty much all true metal bands, and every element to their music that can be argued as being metal is a totally watered down and overly clean piece of what those other metal bands have hit the world with. Seeing others classify a song like In the End as metal is nothing short of disgraceful. Just look at the video. Look at the fucking video. If you are seeing the video or remember it at all, it's very obvious that this is a boy band that somehow none of the airheaded preps don't seem to latch onto, like the Apex. How can this be a metal band? None of the members even have long hair. The lead singer, as opposed to this band's lead rapper, LOL, has a vocal style identical to that of the Backstreet Boys. Now, does Phil Anselmo sound like a Backstreet Boy? Does Tom Araya sound like a Backstreet Boy? Does Jonas Rensk sound like a Backstreet Boy? Does Chuck Schuldiner sound like a Backstreet Boy? Does Rob Halford sound like a Backstreet Boy? The guy is not really metal at all, but does Geddy Lee sound like a Backstreet Boy? The answer to every one of those questions should be a straight fucking no. This Chester Bennington sounds like both a boy band singer and like a singer for an emo band, like Dashboard Confessional. So who the fuck would want to keep their headphones on for more than 15 seconds when this guy opens his pure little two chapel? I am certainly on life support at this moment. Just like this band's integrity seems to be. Holy shit, they are even bigger sellouts than they were when they began hitting those strings. In this album, there's not even any new metal stylings from the first two records, and none of the aggression from that genre. On top of that, this album is home to the never-ending radio pop song What I've Done. I have heard it so many times that I feel like I need to commit suicide by gunshot at least twice to alleviate the musical sepsis drivel still lingering inside my conscience. For fucking Christ's sake, I've heard this song played in major retail hardware stores. That's how sellout they are. Given up is as retarded as driving backwards in a racing game. I've never delved into the previous albums by this band, but if this is what this band and Chester constitute as metal or even hard rock in their band, I better not go near them, because merely breathing on him or the rest of them may cause them to crumble. There's an incredibly soft track called Leave Out the Rest which showcases more boy band singing, equating it to a complete pop song. How very metal of you guys, Linkin Park. This album is so pop the next track, Lead It Out, is even softer than the first song. I thought my CD player was playing radio instead of the album when I initially heard this song. It sounded so out of place and so commercial. They even incorporated clapping, something that all commercial songs do to real and non-music fans, so even your grandmother is not boosting the profit for Linkin Park. Shadow of the Day starts off by ripping off Closer by 9 Inch Nails. And not only that, they forgot to incorporate some BCBG slutty lala moshing leads like in that classic song. How pitiful. There's not really much to say about it other than it is overlong and boring. Still, depressingly sellout. Then the aforementioned song, What I've Done, comes next. I skip it. Then there's the song in which the rapper of this band talks about Bush and Hurricane Katrina, the biggest natural disaster of all time. It's just so sappy, cliché, pedestrian and corny. It's rap that sounds fitting to be on Good Morning America, where all the in-crowdites gather around outside of the studio and around barricades and jump up and down like a bunch of airheads. In short, it's absolute shit as well. No More Sorrow contains this worthless monochromatic heaviness that I suppose is supposed to compensate for all the pop leanings of the first 7 songs. Mr. Bennigan's vocals are still crap, and in this song he attempts to go for a harsher sound, but with no success. That is not how harsh vocals are supposed to sound like. To everyone out there, do not emulate any of the vocal stylings of Chester Bennington. It doesn't get any fruitier than the track Valentine's Day. Holy shit, this band got so diluted by money. Hearing Chester recite the chorus is completely laughable, and he still sounds like he's in a boy band. There's even autotune. Get the fuck out of here with that, you homo. In Between sounds terrible. I thought they are supposed to be somewhat alternative metal. This is just Good Morning America band crap. Here are some of the lyrics to In Pieces. There's truth in your lies, doubt in your faith, all I've got's what you didn't take. So I won't be the one to leave this in pieces, and you will be alone with all your secrets and regrets, don't lie. You promise me the sky, then toss me like a stone. You wrap me in your arms and chill me to the bone. For one, Chester, I have no faith. Second, saying that there's truth in your lies makes no sense whatsoever. I thought this band was supposed to be hard and boisterous. First they delivered us this soft music. Now the lyrics are soft as ever. From then on, the music never breaks this watered-down radio-style format and leaving non-fans and fans of the first two albums in either indifference or repulsion, like finding shit outside a toilet bowl. The second half of this album is noticeably softer than the first half, and that brings me and other people who had the chance to listen to this shit to the conclusion that they have once and for all ditched their new metal and alternative metal roots. Damn, not even Korn took it that far with the last album they did, which was released the same year as this one. But, unlike Korn, Linkin Park doesn't even have any she can marry K leads within their music. It's not a criminal thing when a band changes their sound, but in this case, it's more than clear that they are embracing the number one fiscal generator / virus in our time, mainstream pop music. Jesus Christ. They didn't even have the balls, probably due to a lack of talent, to turn their music into prog, or in layman's terms, a progressive route. You can't really expect that from a new metal band, anyway. Since 2007, this album has made the band a sex den of multi-millionaires. I've heard from people around me everywhere, at school and such, that they are going to be releasing a new album this year. All I can say to that is expect them to deliver nothing but fan service. Not to their hardcore fans, but to the new stream of fans they've gained for putting Minutes to Midnight out. All the soccer moms, frat boys, many of whom did know about this band since their Hybrid Theory debut, school preps, light preps, high school jocks, light jocks, student council kids, bookworms, manga worms, and etc. Linkin Park? I may be a grown-ass man, but I know for certain that playing with Linkin Logs is a higher form of leisure, a more intelligent task than purchasing and playing the CDs of this abomination of rock and metal music. I think it might actually make me feel better if I do just that. Please do the world a favor and end the profits of this band.